Hey, what's up everybody, Freshie here, welcoming you back to some more Final Fantasy VI. So in the last episode, if you remember that, because it was like 8 months ago, probably better at this point, we rescued Terra from the Martian mines and got some equipment from Mog, who is a very temporary character. I recommend giving Terra the Mythros shield and Locke her buckler, just so they have some defense. This is why I suggest taking that equipment from Mog. Also, this here is actually some, it's basically the noobs ground, like RPGs for dummies, you could say. Basically, you're going to learn stats, you're going to find, there's 10 items and chests, there's monsters. Occasionally, I think it's maybe a dozen times throughout the game. Maybe I can only think of 3 times specifically. I can never remember if that pot has an item in it, but basically the hidden items are going to be in pots or buckets or something open topped, or they're going to be in chests. They're not just going to be like laying around on the ground. Furthermore, basically the first one's more of a items one, then the next one gives you techniques, and then the last one I believe talks about status. If I was to recommend one to visit, I would just simply recommend that third one. But now that I think my video quality has improved, I am going to be returning to this series. So one thing, if you're on the mobile version, you can give I'm pretty sure it's both mobile and the Steam, I think so. On the map, if you tap it, you get a red square where you're supposed to go, which can be very helpful at times. Anyways, but halt. Oh, it's you, proceed. I like that guard. Anyway, so now that I feel like I've had some video quality improvement from Emerald, I am going to go ahead and continue this series. Another thing about the Steam iOS ports, the question mark up above, or top left of the screen, you can tap and it'll give you a hint. Here, there's a chest. Your main items guy, I recommend getting a couple potions, as well as a tent. Tents are always good to have on hand. It's a full restore to every party member, as well as some Phoenix Downs. I recommend just picking up a couple as a just in case. You shouldn't need them too soon, but you might, so I recommend picking them up. Also, more chests here. They are very generous at the beginning of the game. This guy sells tools. Believe me, you don't want to buy the auto crossbow, but you want to buy the bioblaster. This is the only time you can get bioblaster before the need arises for one, or when one is helpful. So that's why I recommend getting now. As you saw there's a Phoenix Down. Those are basically revives. They bring back wounded party members. Also, we're supposed to head to Keen. This looks like him. You mean this young woman is? Who are you? Oh, my apologies. How rude of me to turn my back on a lady on our very first meeting. The young King of Figaro, Emperor ally and champion of a technological revolution. And his name is Edgar. Yes, indeedy. I am Edgar, King of Figaro. Heh, surprised someone like me knows a king? Not particularly. Well, I'll catch you two later. So, you're an Imperial soldier, right? Don't worry, Figaro and the Empire are allies. Feel free to stay here as long as you like. It's on my blood to harm a lady. Why are you doing this? Or why are you being so kind to me? Is it because of my abilities? I'll give you 3 reasons. First, your beauty has captivated me. Second, I'm dying to know if you're my type, or I'm your type. I guess your abilities would rank a distant third. What's the matter? Guess my technique's getting a bit rusty. I suppose a normal girl would have felt something to his words, but not me. Okay, so here's one of the biggest reasons why I love Final Fantasy VI so much and why it is my favorite game to date. They thrust you into a story, and the story is, I'd say it's like a snowball effect, but it starts out as a giant snowball to begin with. Here we have someone who doesn't have any memories whatsoever, and she's just kind of being dragged along, and she was used as a tool quite frequently by the Empire. Edgar has a twin brother, you know. He was such a nice boy, always. I actually didn't catch that too fast, apparently. Edgar, what's wrong with Dad? Why is everyone talking about a successor? Are you blind? Haven't you seen how thin his face has become? What do you mean? Edgar? Are you crying? Edgar's twin brother who traded the throne for his own freedom. And his name is Sabin or Sabin, I guess. I've always been taught and pronounced it Sabin. Ah, yes, Sabin. I'm sure he's a fine man by now. He was just a boy when he left, even smaller than his brother. I often wonder where he is now and what he's doing. Well, maybe we'll find out soon enough. But to finish what I was saying about Final Fantasy VI, the plot starts out strong, like we saw in the beginning with a brief history lesson, and followed by the question of surely nobody would be foolish enough to make that mistake again, right? Well, from just the pacing and story we've already gotten, it's not just simply, yes, somebody would be foolish enough to make the same mistake again. It's that they've already made a mistake and are making it. It's not, well, what do you think of my castle? Edgar, there's someone from the Empire here to see you, sire. Kefka, no doubt. Now you should have heard the theme kick in, and by the end of this Let's Play, this theme will be ingrained in your head. Phooey! Emperor Gestall's orders. Edgar, you pinhead, why do you have to live out in the middle of a stinking desert? These retcon jobs are the pits. Ahem, there is sand in my boot, on my boots. Ah, yes, right, sir. Wait, we'll clean it right away, sir. All done, sir. How pathetic. Yes, Kefka. Sir Kefka, what are you doing, or what brings you out of my way? So, now, I'm going to recommend, while you have the chance, go to Edgar and equip the Mythro Spear. This is like one of the only times you have to equip the Mythro Spear. I recommend you do it now. You wouldn't be thinking of invading my kingdom next, would you? We have an alliance. An alliance with this miserable sandpit? Don't make me laugh. I hear you've been busy down south taking over a country or 3. Just what is the Empire up to? That is none of your concern. What brings Emperor Gestall's own court mage Kefka to my humble castle? A girl of no importance recently escaped from us. We heard she's found refuge here. This wouldn't have anything to do with that witch everyone's been whispering about, would it? Lies! She merely stole something of minor value. Is she here? That's a tough one. There are more girls in here than grains of sand in the desert. A man couldn't possibly keep track of them all. Oh, Edgar, you know you only stand to lose by trying to hide her from us. Hee hee hee. I truly hope nothing happens to your precious Figaro. I take that as a threat. I hope Edgar does too. I didn't like the sound of that. Where's Terra? Stole away inside. Take her to her room. I'd love to stay and chat, but the Chancellor and I have some planning we need to do. Bianchinas and all tea and crumpets, if you'll excuse me. Follow me. Why, yes, Sherlock. Actually, I'm pretty sure you're following me. I think you have it a bit backwards there. So, I think at this point, they kind of assume you know what you're doing with a lock hand. I wish you had actually done it in the first part. Because, like, once you go down that side, you know you're going to a tower, so this would be Terra's room. Sorry, I didn't mean to drag you around like this without giving you a chance to rest. I'm Locke, right? Edgar told me about you. Is it true you're a thief? I'm a treasure hunter! Thank you for the correction. On the surface, Edgar pretends to support the Empire. Truth is, he's collaborating with an underground resistance group called the Returners. I serve as their go-between. The old man you met in Narsh is one of us too. The Empire, but I'm an Imperial soldier. Not anymore. They were using you, that's all. Things are different now. It's just, I don't know what I should do. Whenever I try to think, it makes my head hurt even worse. All that matters is that you make your own decisions from now on. You don't have to think too hard right now. You know what you'll know what you want when the time comes. But how will I know what choice is right? So, furthermore, we have a character who very much desires to act morally. However, it seems she's conflicted and isn't actually sure about morals. What in the... So it shapes a very unique plot, and I'll actually be talking a bit more about this in the next episode, where it won't be as dialogue heavy. What's going on? It's the Empire, Kefka. What do you think you're doing? Bring me the girl now! I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, then enjoy the barbecue. Fire, fire. Fire, fire. Well, apparently they're pyromaniacs, so what you need to do is come up here and talk to Chancellor. Get ready. Yes, sire. Had you had a change of heart yet? It seems I have no choice. Or perhaps I do. Oh my, the brave noble king abandons his people to save his own skin. How utterly delightful. Jump. Lucky catch. Although it looked like Terra was in front of that chocobo, if you ask me. Alright, sink her into the sand. Yahoo! Why not Google? Or Bing? Or what's one of the others, like Firefox? Especially Firefox. I mean, look at that flame. Figaro dive mode, engaged. Oh, the music. Witness the glory of Figaro. Okay, that's another reason why I love this game so much, is the music. Together, the soundtrack is over 3 hours, and it is masterfully crafted. Go kill them! Well, wow, those are fast machines being faster than giant chickens. Okay, so what you want to do at the start of this battle is open up with a fire. It doesn't matter if you hit one of them or both. I prefer aiming both. And you'll see why you want to do this. Actually, I want to hit them with an auto crossbow, and there's a fire. This is for something special. As you'll see, what's the matter, Edgar? Why did you jump like that all of a sudden? Did you see what I saw? You did, right? Right? Yeah, this kid's really something, huh? Really something? That was magic. Magic. Magic? She used magic? Oh, I love this scene. Whisper, 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 whisper. Terra. Your name was Terra, right? Wow, Florian didn't even remember her name. What exactly was that just now? I shake my head at you, Edgar. I'm sorry, no, we should be apologizing. I didn't mean to make such a big deal out of it. Nor did I, it just surprised me. I mean, I've never actually seen magic before. Where did you... It doesn't matter, does it, Edgar? Terra can use magic, and we can't. That's all there is to it. The fact is, her magic could really help us out right now. Thank you, Locke. Thank you, Edgar. I don't know why you're thanking Edgar. He flirted with you before even knowing your name and then made a big deal out of you using magic. Okay, the auto crossbow. I'm gonna go ahead and steal here. Couldn't steal. I'm actually gonna go ahead and use Cure on everybody just since Edgar's getting a bit low. And this is technically a boss fight. Auto crossbow. And that settles it. So I actually didn't need to use the Cure, but whatever. Bravo, Figaro! Son of a sandworm, you'll pay for this! As Edgar... That was great. Were those bad people? I'm scared. Terra, there's someone we'd like you to meet. Like I told you before, we're members of the Returners. Would you be willing to meet our leader? Magic is going to be the key to winning this war. Magic. The Esper reacted to your magical powers, so there's gotta be a relationship. I don't know any more than you do. These powers come to me naturally. But no human is born with the powers you have. And way to go, Edgar. Pinched a nerve. Forgive me. What should I do? The Empire are coming after us. They want your powers for their own. And if they get them, the world is done for. Terra, you want to understand your own powers, don't you? Then I think you should meet with Bannon. He may be able to help you find out more about why you have them. Please, Edgar's right. There's a cave south of here that leads to South Figaro. Let's head in that direction. So, again, like I said, the narrative really just picks up and it runs. But I will actually be talking more about that being the plot in the next episodes. This won't be as dialogue heavy. I hope you guys have enjoyed this, and I will catch you guys next time.